Hello, 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 y'all. Welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing? Hi. So happy to be here right now. How was No Light? I saw there were some Rick rolls. I'm glad. That makes me really happy. No Light is one of my favorite mini events. Hi again. Can you all do me a favor and let me know what the audio is like? Am I peaking at all? Can you hear background music? If any of y'all were here for my stream yesterday, you know that we had some interesting stream setup issues. Audio is incredible. Great. I'm glad. Hi, Oscar. Welcome. And you can hear the music. Okay. Last time we did this, I was using the wrong microphone. I was using my laptop microphone, and I didn't know until like halfway through the stream, and then it was sad, truly. So this session we're going to be working with text to speech, and hopefully, if we have time, speech to text. Yesterday we started a project which we're going to be continuing today. It's not super essential. We wrote literally like 20 lines of code that I'll show you. We're creating a small web app that is going to be able to be put inside of there we go, share my screen. This application right here, which is OBS, or Open Broadcast Software. It's an open source like broadcasting tool which a lot of live streamers use, including myself in this case, and you can add web apps in it as... Oh my goodness. Matt, thank you for dropping that link. That's super kind. Yeah, check-in link just got dropped in chat. Thank you, Matt. We're going to be creating a small web app that we can include into that software as a like thing that shows up on screen. You can see that there's chat on screen right there. That is actually a website that is just pulling the Twitch chat and displaying it. So it's a super cool tool, and I wanted to create a small web app that I can throw into OBS that will pull Twitch chat messages and then read them aloud with text to speech. So that's what we're going to be working on today, and then tomorrow we're going to be implementing natural language processing. I don't know how complex we're going to get with it, to try doing some brief moderation so we don't have our chat reading out crypto like project spam messages and things like that. And then on Friday and Saturday, we're going to be talking about making a video and like submitting a project and pitching it and all of that jazz with the project that we're making. So that's what we're working on right now. Let me share my screen so I can show y'all where we got yesterday, which was not very far. Yesterday's stream was mostly about what's ChatGPT, and we were using ChatGPT to learn about different APIs, and we were asking questions and all that. And now today we're taking the few things that we learned using ChatGPT, and we're going to be going deeper with it. So let me stop and restart my server here that's running this. This is what we made yesterday. We have a button that says click me, that when we click on it, it reads hello world out loud with text to speech. I'll be honest, the text to speech voice that is on my computer right now is pretty bad, so we're going to be looking into changing it from to hopefully something a little bit better. And then we had great difficulty with that. And thus we had an audio player here that plays the oof noise to see what the problem was, because we couldn't hear that text to speech. So we were trying to figure out if that was an issue with my code or with my computer or with my stream and what it was. So to do this, we have like 15 lines of mostly boilerplate code. I'm going to get rid of the audio because we don't need that anymore. And now we basically have 2 lines. We have a button and we're linking to our index.js where the actual magic is happening. Where, if I make this bigger for y'all, great, that looks readable. You can see that really what we're working on is using the speech synthesis utterance API, which is a built-in API into basically every web browser. And it allows us to pull the computer's built-in speech synthesis system to do text-to-speech. So I can get rid of this console log as well, because that was just for testing. So far, we create a new message. We give that message the text of hello world. We give it the volume, rate and pitch, which actually I'm going to get rid of. We'll talk about this more later. And then we ask it to speak the message. And then we also have a cancel button so we can cancel it. Because we were to ask it to read the whole B-movie script, we want to be able to make sure that it stops speaking. So with that,
Hello world.
Okay.
Hello world.
We have
Hello world.
this website working. But again, that hello world sounds atrocious. Now, I have heard it sound better, and this is where the API that we're using is a little bit funky because it is pulling the text-to-speech engine from the computer itself. So let's look at the web speech API. Oh, golly. Hello? Let's check. Oh, no. I think I'm still live. Yeah, I'm still live. Why? Maybe it's Firefox? Yeah, I have. Okay, there we go. I just need to restart Firefox. The web speech API. I love the MDM web docs for this sort of thing. We can see. We're looking for not speech recognition. We'll get there. We'll talk about that. But rather speech synthesis. So I'm looking right now. The reason I'm looking at this is because we don't want it to just have that very robotic, old school synthesis. So we're going to try using get voices, and then we'll get an array of the voices, and we can use that to select which voice we want. So let's go back to our code. And here we're going to do message dot get voices. And we're actually going to console.log that. Great. And now if I click that and I go into inspect and the console, ooh, message.getVoices is not a function. Let's take a look at their example here. So it's just speech synthesis.getVoices. Let me look. Let's change this. That makes more sense. Speech synthesis.getVoices. Let's try this. Great. Okay. So we have an array that is of length 144. Oh, wow. Okay. So this is listing all of the different voices that are on my computer, which you'll notice are all com.apple because I'm running a MacBook. So we might need to eventually test this on a Windows computer to select the Windows computer voice. But the good news is I recognize these. So let's open up system preferences. And let's look for text to speech. Under accessibility, spoken content. Great. Okay. We can choose our system voice, which you'll notice look very similar. If we scroll up, we have like, hello, hello. We have these list of voices, and like Eddie is a great example of under eloquence. We have Eddie, which I don't know if y'all can hear that. 1 second. You probably cannot. Let me make sure that y'all can. Great. Y'all can't hear that, can you? Okay. Well, basically, we have this list, and in my opinion, Samantha is the best that we have. So let's I want to take a look. Yeah, y'all can't hear. Hey, yeah, about the earthquakes in Turkey. I know it's awful. I've been looking at it a lot. We don't have time in this stream to necessarily look at the footage, but I know that Hassan and iShowSpeed are two big streamers that have been doing a lot of fundraising over the past couple of days for Turkey. Yeah, my heart goes out to y'all. Stay safe. It's a rough time. Yeah, okay. So y'all can't hear that because streaming on a Mac. But what we can do is we can hopefully change the voices in here now that we know that we're pulling the list of voices from my computer, which we kind of knew already, but this is just a good like double check of that. So I'm looking at the examples here, and the way that it's looking at it, it has a function of populate voice list. But is this is for allowing a form to be used. Let's go back. Speech synthesis. So we have this example. What I'm looking for, So I'm actually going to open up ChatGPT from yesterday because it gave us a really nice list of all of the different like buttons and knobs within the object that we could mess with. So if I go back to my conversation with ChatGPT from yesterday, we can take a look right here. So this is just giving us an example. Yeah, so yesterday's code is super simple. It's literally just some boilerplate HTML with a button that calls a function, and this is that function. We're just defining a message using the speech synthesis utterance API, and then we're setting the text to hello world and the language to English US, and then we're asking it to speak. The code from yesterday is super minor. Most of yesterday was spent talking about ChatGPT and asking it questions, because it's a really good tool for helping to learn more about code, because it can give you great samples and things like that. So, oh, good night, Matt. Have a good night. Thanks for all of your help and for your Rickrolls. We appreciate it. I am going to ask ChatGPT, how can I change the voice in how can I change the voice? And we'll hope that it's context. Great. Okay. It does have enough context. To give y'all like a brief kind of understanding of ChatGPT, if you weren't here for yesterday, it's a great AI chatbot that is trained on basically majority of the internet pre-2021, and can answer a lot of great questions using context of your like previous conversation, like we're doing here, but it can also lie very confidently, and it often gets things wrong. So it's not perfect, but it's good in this case. I'm using it as a learning tool because this is like the best API docs that I could find, and it's not super answering my question. So I'm going to ChatGPT to see if it can give me more context. Okay. So what it is doing is we get voices and then we choose one in that array, which is awful because as you saw, our array was like 144 voices long. So let's do that again. Speech synthesis dot get voices, and we're going to save this as an array of voices. Actually, I'm going to do this outside the function. So I'm creating the function initialize TTS that will run when the web page loads. And then we're going to set this to variable voices, and then we're still going to console.log that voices again, so we can take a look at how that list is structured. How to run a script on page load. I remember it's possible. Great. This is really what I'm looking for. Note that the last option is the better way to go, window.onload function. You know, on like if we were looking to write like beautiful, perfect code, I'll go with the better option, but this is the cleaner option that I know I can get working. So initialize TTS. Great. Let's try this again. Great. We have that array. Again, length 144. Let me see if I can, there we go, dock it to the right. So each one is an object which has a name and a language. So we're going to want to iterate through that list. So for, and then I equals 0. And then it would be I is less than voices dot length. It's hoping, and then I plus plus. I'm like 90% sure that's right. I'm usually a Python developer. Great. Now, we have an object, and we're looking to get voices I, not one, I. That is going to be the voice that we're at in the list. And then from that, we want to grab the name. Name. And great. Yes. Okay. So if voice's name is equal to, actually, we'll just do 2. And we're looking for, what are we looking for? Oh, I shouldn't have closed the system settings there. Spoken content, Samantha. Or actually, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go with Samantha for this. I'm a little bit frustrated because I didn't want this to be system specific, but that is what it's looking like it's going to be. And then we're also going to look for voices I, but we want it to be the language is EN-US. Just looking at the formatting for that. Oh, we have it down below. EN-US. Let's create a new variable that is called name, location, and we're going to set the name location equal to I, and then here we're going to do message dot name. We're going to set that equal to the name location. Voices.length is not a function. Oh, did I Python this? Is that an attribute? It is. Okay. Great.
Hello world.
Okay. But unfortunately,
Hello world.
It did not change anything. So we're logging voices. We know that this is running. So I want to see. Yeah, actually. Let's do this. And let's do this again. Great. Okay. We have Shelly and Sandy and Rocco. We have Grandma and Flo and Eddie. Oh. But we don't have Samantha. That's annoying. Okay. The weirdest part is that I heard Samantha earlier, like when I was testing this. So what do we have? Do we have Daniel? We do. There's Samantha? There is? So I'm looking for Samantha here. LMNOP QRS. We only have Superstar. No Samantha. We have Samantha here in system settings under... There's a Samantha right under Rocco. Oh my goodness. Wait, we have Samantha. Why was I expecting this to be in alphabetical order? That was such a weird assumption. Okay, no, y'all are right. We do have Samantha. Then why isn't it? Okay. Let me make sure I spelled Samantha right. Let's try. Okay, and we know it's 109.
Hello world.
Maybe it's that Mac problem again. Okay, so that Mac problem last time was specifically with basically I needed to update my operating system and my streaming software, but I did that and now y'all can hear this. That was the only problem. It theoretically shouldn't still be that. So let's just try setting this to 109.
Hello world. Hello world.
Oh. Wait, I think I might be totally... Yeah. I'm just setting it to a number. It needs to be voices and then the number. Okay. Voices, and then let's try this. Duh. Okay.
Hello world.
Okay, let me bring back the console logs.
Hello world.
Here we go. Okay, I'm going to test something. I'm going to put it in Chrome. Oh my goodness, I'm going to go insane. So when I put it in Chrome, let me make sure y'all can hear Chrome.
Hello world.
You can, yes, okay.
Hello world.
We get like a normal sounding Markov chains. Thank you. Yes, that is exactly what I was looking for. Sorry. That makes no sense to those of you who weren't here yesterday. I was talking about a specific way of generating the next word in a sentence using AI, and it is Markov chains. Thank you. I'm an NB. Thank you so much. And yes, to the ooh.
Hello world.
When I use Chrome, it sounds great, but in Firefox,
Hello world.
it sounds really bad. So what we're just going to do is stop using Firefox. I'm just going to close out of this, and we're just going to switch to Chrome. Because I don't really know what to do about that, because
Hello world.
now this is working. So I'm just going to go with what's working. And I know that our end goal with this is to get this to work in OBS, which OBS uses CL, Chromium, something. I'm blanking on the exact name of it, but it uses Chromium to run its browser extensions. Modern problems require modern solutions, which are switching to Chrome. I'm an avid Firefox user. I only have Chrome on my computer for instances like this because I believe that the web is better with more competition in it. So I use Firefox for everything except for the occasional time when things go wrong, and then there's Chrome. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So this is working, which is great.
Hello world.
This is, let me see if that is, I'm curious if I comment all of this out, if that is just like the default voice. No, don't want Firefox. If that is the default voice, because it would make sense if it was, because it's what the default voice is on my computer.
Hello world. Hello world.
Yeah, so I didn't need to go through and do everything in the first place.
Hello world.
Yeah, all of this code is unnecessary. Boop, we can get rid of that. And ka-chow, we can get rid of that. And then we can get rid of this on load. Great. What do I use for web dev generally? Chrome. Unfortunately, I haven't been doing web dev as much recently, and thus I was just like, oh yeah, I'll use Firefox. That's what I'm using for everything. But when you're doing web dev, you use Chrome because it's the largest install base, and you want to make sure your app or whatever you're developing is going to work for the majority of people. So you use Chrome. Because if something works in Chrome, that means it's going to work in Chrome, it's going to work in Vivaldi, it's going to work in Opera, it's going to work in Edge, it's going to work on basically every web browser. It's going to work in Brave. Literally the only browser that I know of that doesn't use the only two browsers that I know that don't use the Chrome rendering engine, Chromium on the back end, is Firefox and Safari. And I really don't like Safari because it's platform locked, thus my preference for Firefox. But yeah, web dev, use Chrome. That's at least my opinion. The aesthetic differences between browsers is my personal bane for real, like how some browsers use totally different color gamuts / render color differently. I've never noticed that. I know that, whoa, what? I want to look into more of that later because that's fascinating and horrifying in equal measure. Chrome, whoa. That sucks. Like, wait. What? So, okay. Forces Chrome to use a specific color profile instead of the color of the Windows current monitor as specified by the operating system. So I can't relaunch Chrome because that's how y'all are seeing me. This is being relayed through OBS, then to a website in Chrome, which StreamYard, which is what MLH uses, and then to y'all. But again, I'm definitely going to look into this more later because that sucks. I feel like that's, I don't know, I get why it exists on some level, but also like gross. I feel like that should be standardized like just on the computer level. So if someone wants to make their computer, I don't know, use like, I'm trying to think of like what the worst color profile would be, but that's not something I'm super well versed in. Huh. Thanks for letting me know about that. That is a good thing to be aware of. Okay. I just noticed that when my blues were looking like a dark purple, I was trying to copy colors from Figma and it didn't work, and then I found that. Whoa. Yeah. Wow. I feel like this should be more common. Like, I wish this was more common knowledge, because I've totally had moments where, like, color is such a weird thing on computers because of this. I just always assumed that it was my screen not being color calibrated, not necessarily. Yeah, definitely. It's good to learn a new thing. Thank you for sharing that. That's like, this is like amazing. Oh my goodness. And this is your first stream? Thank you. My goodness. Okay. So, good news is we have the first part of our code that we're working on today working. Now, the second part is pulling the information of what's happening in Twitch chat, which yesterday we were doing a little bit of brief research using ChatGPT, and we found out that Twitch uses IRC actually for their chat. Or at least they have an IRC chat room for each live stream chat, specifically for bots to interact with. So we're going to take a look at that. I originally, yesterday, we were looking at it and it included OAuth, which we could work with, but it would make everything a lot more complicated, because I know theoretically we can do it anonymously. And I did some more research, and theoretically you can connect anonymously. So we are going to go to, what am I looking for here? I had thoughts in my brain. Doug GitHub. Those of you who don't know, here we go. This isn't, I'm just looking for the original repo. Here we go, source code. Great. Doug is a live streamer who does a lot with allowing chat to control stream and like a lot of chat interactivity. That's where I've kind of gotten some of the ideas for today. Doug did a great stream where chat had a voice, and it was quite horrifying and quite amazing. Heyo, welcome, some random guy. So I was looking at this code, which I believe is his, but I don't know if he's ever actually talked about it. But it is. This is like the only repo that is on this account. But theoretically, hopefully, it is Doug. But it is Python code. But we can see here that they log in anonymously instead of creating a Twitch account. So they are. Whereas here we go. We can see that they are connecting to irc.chat.twitch.tv, and they have like the channel up here. So we're logging into a specific channel, and they're doing it anonymously. And that's like theoretically what we're looking to do. Sadly, this is Python code, and we're going to be writing a web app. But basically, I know that theoretically this is possible. So now it's just a matter of going to Twitch and asking for the Twitch. Twitch IRC API. And let's take a look. Let's take a look at getting started. Twitch provides an IRC interface that lets chatbots connect to Twitch channels using a WebSocket or TCP connection. Once connected, bots can send and receive chat messages. For example, bots can provide simple reminders like get up and move or hydrate. Hydrate or dihydrate. Or they can perform Twitch actions like banning a user, or they can react to user input. This getting started example is going to react to the user entering the !dice command. When a user enters dice in the channel's chat room, the bot will randomly generate a number. Here's what it looks like in chat. Prerequisites, node. Oh, I don't want to have to use node. Oh. I was so happy just having this project be vanilla JS. Okay. And this uses an OAuth token. Okay. Let's keep trying. How to connect to an IRC server anonymously. Ooh, don't want any deep web, anything, or Tor. We aren't looking for that today. Ugh. This is old and not relevant. So aha, okay, this is a Python alternative to an existing project. This guy is from 2012. Wow, okay. Make your own Twitch Plays stream. Okay, this is still in Python. Great, let's take a look at main. Ugh. It's using OAuth. Let's take a look at twitch.py. The reason why I'm hesitant to use OAuth is because my only experience with OAuth is using a like web session to grab the like token information, and it requires user input. And ideally this just like runs in the background whenever I open up OBS. So I don't want to have to like click anything or open a website. Okay. Wow, 2012 is a very different internet. Try using a JWT token for it. JSON Web Token is a proposed internet standard for creating data with optional signature. Oh, you said like using a JWT token for it. As evidenced by me Googling it, I had never heard of JWT before. But yes, this sounds... Okay. Okay. This used to be the core package that provided both API and authentication. Twitch auth. Okay. Let's try looking at Twitch auth. This flow is meant for apps that don't use a server, such as client-side JavaScript apps. Yes. To get a user access token, navigate the user to there. Okay. So, okay. I wish I could do this just like anonymously, but this isn't that big of a deal as long as I can save the token. And we'll look into that in a sec. Let's just try getting this working. We don't need these. Great. So let's go to the Twitch developer dashboard, where yesterday we did create Picea as the name of our application. Picea being the family or genus, I'm blanking, of a spruce tree, which is a tree that I could see looking out my window. Okay. Our port is this. Great. Okay. So I think we're going to need to npm init. Oh no. Oh no. I don't have Node set up on this user that I set up for streaming because I wasn't expecting to use a Node project. Oh. Oh, golly. Okay. Let us quickly try to install Node. And let's hope I don't need to restart my computer. Because if we do, this might be a little painful because if I were to do that, the stream would stop and restart. Murphy's Law. Oh my goodness. Murphy's Law is everything that can go wrong will go wrong, right? Okay. Theoretically. Yes, okay. Theoretically. Okay. This should be installed now. And theoretically, that is in my path. So let's try this again. Oh my God, it just worked. This is part of the reason why I usually develop on a Mac, because having a Unix or Unix, Linux, I believe I want to say yes. Yeah. Okay. Unix based system laying underneath it means this is a lot faster because I didn't need to restart and path just worked and all of these things. Okay. Windows subsystem for Linux 2 is pretty nice these days. I actually never used WSL, and then my laptop kicked the bucket and I switched and I haven't looked back. Great. Package name, version, description, entry point, test command. Okay. npm install. What is it? tmi.js. Okay. Great. Now, for the entry point setting, enter bot.js, it used index. Okay. We're going to copy this. Dimmers, little code space. Where I have my couple little things. Actually, we'll just call it Dimmers code space because it might not be so little after this. And then here's all the Twitch stuff. Great. Username. Going to call this bot. Actually, we'll call it Acacia because that's our project. And then our channel name is MLH. But our password, OAuth token, we don't really. Great. Okay. Looking at this, this actually is very clean. It's just a question of that OAuth token. Replace OAuth token with the password you want to connect the bot with. The strings format is OAuth token, where token is the user access token. Before you can get a user access token, you must register the bot. Okay. Register your app. Okay, we've done this part. It's now just a question of, we don't have the Twitch CLI installed. So, well, let's take a look. Okay. Oh! So I created a separate user for streaming off of. Because that way I could like have things separated out, and I don't know, like I made a separate user because it made it much easier to set up a stream setup and not need to worry about whatever stuff I have set up for like school or work or all of that jazz. But that means that I like don't have Node and don't have Homebrew and all of these things. So now we need to wait for this to install, because looking at this, the Twitch CLI like seems so much easier to just ask to get a token and then use that token. So we're going to try using this, but first we need Homebrew. While we're waiting, how's everyone's Global Hack Week going thus far? Any highlight good streams? Anyone in a guild that they want to talk about? We have a good sec while Homebrew is downloading. while this is doing its thing, let's let's let that run over there. Mine and Nick Quinlan's have been great. Oh, I love Nick. Nick did the Roll20 Dolly stream, right? That one, yeah, super, super cool. And thank you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I talked a lot yesterday about AI, this being AI week, but that sort of thing is what I'm really excited about. Where like you wouldn't hire an artist to like create assets for you on the fly in your D&D game. That's where I think a tool like Dolly can be super useful. So yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed that stream. Let's take a look here at speech recognition. I'm thinking here of what, because this stream is text to speech and speech to text. So the goal, we have the text to speech, which is setting up and installing. And then now I want the speech to text side, which I would love to be able to like say out loud, like, hey chat, what do you think? And for it to automatically start reading out chat messages and then be like, thanks chat. And it stops. Hey, okay, it's installing now. Great. And it's a question of where do we want to put that? Because if we were building this as just like a normal web app, sure, we can put that there because we can ask for microphone permissions. But because this is designed to be put into OBS, I don't believe those can really ask to like see your microphone in the same way. So I think we want it running on my computer. But then it's a question of like, how am I going to write this and what tools do I want to use to automate and like work with my computer? Okay, I'm gonna see. That's Steam Deck. I'm looking for Stream Deck. Here we go. The Stream Deck, for those of you who don't know, is like a macro button setup that can allow you to control a lot of things, but it's specifically designed for live streaming. So theoretically, okay, what software are they using? Theoretically, I can use that to control OBS to like mute and unmute the audio from, yeah, hopefully the audio from the brain thoughts, the audio from the app that we're creating, the like browser plugin, browser extension. Okay. Great. Voice attack is like a 90% chance that this is only for Windows. Yep, PC. This is live streaming as a system isn't really designed for designed for streaming on macOS or Linux. It's all very Windows based. free track. That's motion tracking. Let's stack it to MacPort. AVPI. Hey, okay, Brew is installed. Windows. Okay. So we've installed Homebrew now. Now we are looking to install the Twitch CLI. Here we go. Okay. Man, not Fabric. Oh, okay. Next step. Run these 3 commands to add brew to your path. There we go. Oh, I'm building a MERN stack project that is implementing something similar, so it's neat to see it tied into R20. Yeah, that's really cool. Sorry I missed that for 6 minutes. Okay, great. This is, yeah, I really like the idea of using these AI projects for places where you wouldn't use a traditional artist, rather than just being like, I never need to commission artists ever again, because I feel like that's really sucky, especially because these projects only work because of artists posting their work to the internet and then taking it without copyright. There are a bunch of lawsuits in place because of that. But that's not what the stream is about. Great, we have the Twitch CLI now. So now okay. We want it to give the chat read and chat edit scopes. So Twitch token -u -s, and we're looking for chat read and chat edit. Chat read and chat edit. Client ID. Client secret. There's no way to hide this secret, so I just hope that y'all aren't going to take that and use it to do nefarious things, but I trust y'all. Great, log in. Ugh. There we go. Great. I'm coding along, just played the Hello World. Hey, that's great. 2FA. Okay, great. Oh, that is because we set it like that. Let me up our web server here. Having our web server running prevented the command line application from actually receiving the response to create the token. Or maybe I completely don't understand what's happening here. That's probably the more likely thing that's happening. Where's Chrome? Here's Chrome. Oh, good night. Thanks for coming. Really appreciate you being here. Ah, golly gee. I totally just missed that it gave us instructions of exactly how to do that. There we go. View live stream chat and rooms message. Authorize. Feel free to close this browser window. Close it. Great. And it expires tomorrow. It expires. Why does it expire tomorrow? Okay. Well. It gave us a user access token and a refresh token. Now, what do we do with those? Let's just try using that user access token. And for now, we're going to save. Nope, that's not what we're looking for. Oh. Okay. Someone type exclamation point dice in chat. We're going to see if this is working, because if it is, we have a connection. Unfortunately, it is running through Node, which... okay. It is getting the messages. Exclamation point dice, D-I-C-E. No space. It says it's executed the dice command. It says executed, but I don't see any messages posting. Okay, let's take a look back at the documentation. Okay, if the bot responds, if the chat receives messages but fails to send messages, you may need to add a verified phone number. Okay, well, currently we aren't asking it. We don't actually want it to send anything. Yeah, we don't actually want it to send anything. So the fact that it can receive is kind of good enough for us right now. I do have a verified phone number associated with the account, but actually let's take a look at phone verification. Go to the chatbot's security and privacy settings. Okay. Add a phone number. Okay. Great. Okay. Now I have a phone number. Let's try canceling this and running it again. And nice. Says it executed, but it's not actually running anything. Okay. Well, huh. Also, the chat above my head has stopped updating, which is really weird. Okay. Well, that didn't work. So the good news is, though, is we are seeing it is receiving all messages, which is what we're looking for. Thinking big thoughts, doing the big thinks. We can get rid of that. The unfortunate thing is that this is running in like Node.js and a command prompt, and we want this to eventually be a hello? What? I got an error message of like, oh, an error occurred and it's not your fault. Hi. I should be back. That was an unfortunate and wild glitch. I have no idea what happened, truly. Okay. Whew, this is the part in the stream where I like sit and think for a while and I get kind of quiet. Because basically what we'll need to do is we'll need to package this from a Node project. This is the point where I normally take a 5-minute walk. I mean, yeah, like that is like a very healthy way of thinking about this. Unfortunately, I can't just get up and walk with y'all. That is not how this stream is set up. I mean, maybe I could figure that out eventually. That's a future project. Because we basically need to package and compile this so that this node code can be running on our website. I think like React, when you create a React app, you have the ability to use node modules and things like that. I just really didn't want to have to do that. And I think I haven't like actually, my only exposure to this has been through Create React app. Dockerize it. Oh my God, that seems way more complicated. I believe how to use node modules in a vanilla project. Okay, Browserify or Webpack. Let's take a look at Webpack. I know Webpack is used in plus 10 points if you throw it in Kubernetes. No. I really don't want to do that. Okay. Get started. Let us install Webpack. Great. Ugh. Fine. I have enough like experience to be like, oh yeah, this makes sense. Like I know this from working in React, which uses Webpack, or Create React app uses Webpack and blah, 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 blah. So we're going to get rid of this in our body. And our body now is going to contain this. You can tell by my tone of voice that I didn't want to be doing this. I was hoping to live in a wonderful, beautiful world where I could just use vanilla.js for this. What am I looking for here? It is package.json, right? Yep. Adding in a main and a private. Oh, wait, get rid of the main and add private. Okay. Great. Okay. Creating a bundle. Okay. We're going to make this directory, and that's where we put index.html. we're going to install Lodash. No, you can tell I'm used to clicking on Firefox to open up my browser. Now let's import Lodash in our script. And we can delete that line. Great. Now let's remove the Lodash. What? Now that we'll be bundling our scripts, we have to update our index.html file. Let's remove the Lodash script as we now import it and modify it. Why did they have me go through and do it this way? Okay. Get rid of Lodash from there. And change it to that. Do we still have? Yeah, it's still called index. We don't have a main.js yet. Then we just do npx webpack. Okay. Let's try this. Okay. So now, if I can you do an npm install webpack? Oh, npx webpack. Since you have Node. Apparently, yes. This is what we. If I start the live server. Excusez-moi. Let's. Okay. So it is. Okay. So this did work, which is good. I'm just a little bit frustrated because I feel like we went kind of a little bit of the long way around, but that this will be okay. Let's just. Take this and I'm going to comment out these blocks because we don't need them anymore, and we're going to put this in here. And the message.text is going to equal. Let's just call this trimmed message. Great. Now, we have our bot. And we can use This might not be the cleanest, but theoretically we can just do that. No, nope. I keep opening Firefox. Failed to load resource. Index.js. What's referencing index.js? Or wait, index? Wait, what did that say? Yeah, index.js. What is index.js? Oh, we need to pack again. Wait. I don't want that. Let's try this again. Can someone try typing something in chat? Because it says that we're connected, but when I type things, nothing is happening. Hi. But it didn't do anything. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look. So client on message handler. Console.log. Do this so that it'll appear in the console. No, I don't need to be doing this through a virtual server. Let us just that did nothing. Okay. Why is this not? What? Oh, okay. Okay. Woo. So I'm a little bit out of my depth here because I was prepping for this to be a Vanilla.js program. And then it turned out that we needed Node. So I'm just curious why that doesn't have Hello Webpack. Because we have opened up the golly. But if we open with live server, so Firefox is my default browser, which is going to drive me insane. So let's set Chrome as default browser, make default, use Chrome. Great. Okay. Now that I've switched that, okay, when I run it as a live server, it opens. But when I open it as an HTML file, it doesn't. Which is kind of scary because to use this in OBS, we need it to be able to just work as an HTML file rather than a server. Unless I'd need to host this, which would be a pain, but wouldn't be the biggest deal. Okay, can you all try typing things in chat again? Some highs, some tests, some somethings.
Hello.
Hey,
Test.
that's working. That is just working. Okay. That
Hi.
was a lot
Hi.
simpler than I was expecting. Y'all can hear that, right? You should be able to.
Never gonna give you up.
Hey.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. Let's make a couple changes here.
I can even see the messages on stream before they render in my chat. Yeah. Wow.
Hey, y'all have a voice. So
LOL.
now let me just remove that console.log because we don't need it. And we can close out of these. Great. Okay. Now our component itself. I don't want it to have any text. So if I were to get rid of that and save, and let's webpack it again. Great. Now, the good news is this is working. But the bad news is it requires it being run in a local server. Let me do some Googling. Why can I not see what I'm looking for is why does my website not render Webpack? Not render when opening index.html. Well, Yeah, my own messages don't seem to do anything. Ugh, sorry, I'm just like literally speechless as I'm trying to think about like, this is great. We did what we wanted to do, but now the question is adding it to OBS, which what I'd love to just do is add a new browser and let this be chat TTS. And in here, the URL, I can give it this URL. And now we'll see that it's invisible because we don't have anything there, but I can close out of this website. So I no longer have this website open, but if y'all try typing something, you should still be able to hear it. And this should just load automatically as long as, yeah, and it still works. So now it's part of my streaming software. It is part of the live stream itself, which is great, but it requires a server. So this would need to be hosted, which again, isn't that big of a deal. It's like a super small project. But that just feels a little bit too much of a pain. Like, I theoretically should be able to run this in a local file. I would think. I would think, but I'm curious why I can't. So this is done. This is done. This is done. Great. All of that's all set. We don't need the terminal anymore. We don't need that. Okay. Just cleaning up my windows here. Oh golly. What? God. Do not know what happened there, but okay. Okay. Webpack requires server. Can I load a Webpacked website locally? Okay. So I don't want it hosted. Okay, wait, what if I were to try? Yeah, okay. I was like 99% sure, yeah, that it doesn't actually have a build script. But it is packed. Thoughts, thinking. What if I were to just try? I'm going to copy out just the index.html and main.js to like my desktop. Great. We can see that. And if I open index.html, we see a blank screen, but if we go into inspect and console, failed to load resources, file not loaded, index.js, invalid or unexpected token, main.js. Y'all can't see this, one sec. If I go into the console here, we can see that we have two errors. Now, this might just be a fundamental misunderstanding of Node and Webpack, that it might require a server that has Node installed. And I'm trying to open this, like it requires a server. You know what? For simplicity, let's just host this. let's, I believe Netlify would be super fast for this. I had a website that I used this for last time, which was to be able to use that website to load an animated background. I would load this background into the background of my streams in OBS so that I would have an animated background. That was the last time I used Netlify. The world is a flat circle, or time is a flat circle, is the thing. Anyway, great. Add new site. Deploys from GitHub. Golly gee, I'll need to, okay, wait, let me see if I can just deploy manually. If I were to go into my documents and we were to take that distribution folder and I just drag and drop it there. Great. That just worked. Okay. Let me copy that link and let me end our local server. And we're going to properties, change this out for that link. Great. So I'm going to quit out of Chrome and I don't have a live server running, but I'm going to quit out of that as well. Now, the only things open on my computer are my streaming software and golly, I almost just ended the stream by accident by quitting out of Chrome there because I'm streaming from Chrome on another monitor. Okay, so the only things I have open now are Spotify and the stream. If y'all go ahead and try typing in chat again. Because apparently when I type something in chat, it doesn't. Hey! Okay, it's working. So that Netlify deployment was actually not actually that big of a deal. So now from here, it's just a question of having it turn on and off, which theoretically I can do by doing this. Now, if y'all go ahead and try talking again, because that's hidden in OBS, it shouldn't be having the sound come through to me. So the website can be running the entire time. But that didn't work. That didn't work. Okay. Well, turning it off is a separate thing. Properties. Shut down source when not visible. Let's try that. Now let's try this again. Also, 404, are you doing... Okay, earlier you did never gonna give you up. Hey, okay. That test did not come through. Very, very frightening. Okay, you are doing what I think you're doing. Great. Okay, and now if I make it visible again, anything that y'all say should come through. Great. Okay, and sources are very easy to turn on and off automation-wise using a Stream Deck or basically a bunch of different automation suites. So this is now just working. Okay. I don't know. I'm a little bit like, I feel like this is a little bit anticlimactic because we had like the weird issue where I was expecting to be able to run this just like as an HTML file. I wasn't expecting to need to send it to the web, but this just is working. It just is. Anything that y'all say will come through stream using text to speech. Yeah. And now it's a question of speech to text to be able to hide and unhide this. but we have 11 minutes remaining in the stream, and I think that's a little bit too much to create a whole new... Oh my goodness. I mean, yes, to both of those. Straight Rogue, enjoy your dinner. Thank you for coming. And yeah, enjoy coding this out. This was, as y'all saw, like the actual difficult part of this was not the code. The actual difficult part of this was just like learning a little bit of how to set up like using the Twitch API and like setting up Webpack and things like that. So yeah, this should be a super easy project for you that hopefully you'll enjoy. And yeah, I showed a very realistic coding run. I have talked about this before. 404, you've been to my streams before, so you've probably heard this spiel, but I want to show on a stream like what it looks like for me when I'm coding a new project. So I try not to like have everything polished clean when I go live, because I feel like most tutorials and things like that on the internet, people have already gone through the troubleshooting phase. So I like showing that to y'all. But yeah, okay, if I reframe it slightly, yes, we have this working, and in all honesty, this only took us maybe an hour and a half. We've technically been live for like an hour and 50 minutes, but some of that was like stream difficulties and like letting things install. And I guess let's say it took the full hour and 50 minutes, but that was like super quick, all things considered, to be able to make this work. Wow, great. So now I can hear y'all. It's going to be pretty simple to automate turning this on and off. Oh my goodness, that's truly wonderful. I'm really glad. I don't know, like I obviously don't have like a peer-reviewed study, but I know that when I was on hackathon teams with people that I really looked up to, and I saw them like have weird errors that they didn't know and debug and like forget small things, it helped me a lot with my imposter syndrome as a developer. So I hoped that it would help y'all. Actually, I can switch to here, and I'll need to add that same browser. Great. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so I knew that it helped with my own imposter syndrome. So that's what I hope to do on these streams. But that being said, this works. And from here, tomorrow, I believe at 4 p.m., let me check my stream schedule. Tomorrow, actually, at 6 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. Eastern time to 8 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to be looking into implementing natural language processing to do some light moderation on this. We'll see how far actually into NLP we actually go, but I at least want to have a blacklist of words so that this isn't like, I don't know, committing hate crimes and spamming crypto projects and things like that. Like, I'm giving y'all a lot of control and trust in giving you the ability to have chat come through to me. And Twitch, Twitch moderation will automatically work on these to start with, but we're still going to be looking into implementing our own like natural language processing on this stack. But because it's reading from Twitch, anything moderated out by Twitch's auto mod should be moderated out of this, which should be good. But yeah, that's tomorrow. And then on the 9th, Thursday the 9th, I'm going to be talking about video editing. I'm going to be teaching all DaVinci Resolve for video editing, both as like a generic skill, but also with online hackathons and things like that, submitting your project and also being able to create demos of your projects, because not everyone will want to like install everything and set everything up, or you might not have something hosted. Being able to create a video demo of your project and what it does is super important. And then on Saturday, I'm going to be talking about, pitching projects and choosing projects based on my experience in hackathons and with streams and things like that. So that will be fun as well. Those are my streams coming up. But then also later tonight, we're going to be, there's going to be a stream by Paul at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So that's coming up in like 5 to 6 minutes, that it's going to be on using novelty detection to find aliens on Mars, which should be super fun. Definitely go check out that one. And then at 8 tonight, there's using Java to build your own API. That is going to be a tech track, and that's part 1 that's going to be starting at 8. Also, let me drop this link in chat. Matt was super cool and dropped it earlier, but I'm just going to put it in here. This is the... Great. Let's mute that. This link is... brain. This link is where you can register to tell us that you are here to get points for your guild. So make sure you go there if you haven't already. And I believe that's all of the like housekeeping that I need to do around a stream. Thank you all so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. The recordings of these streams are always up on Major League Hacking's YouTube channel. So for those of you who are coming back later and coding this, they'll be there. And for those of you who are watching this recording, hi again. I don't know if you'd make it this far, but yeah, thank you all so much for being here. This has been a blast, and I'll see you next time I stream. Until then, happy hacking. Happy hacking. Bye.